afternoon, and the storytelling and all that, it just has been so tremendous. So we really, I feel myself, hate to see this end, but we'll have to continue somehow. The next chapter that you write, we'll have to have you come back. All right, so this afternoon, Melanie will lead us in a prayer to open our time together, and then we will have the afternoon.
Our prayer this afternoon is Alleluia, Sing to Jesus. There are copies on your table, and we will sing verses 1, 2, and 4. Alleluia, sing to Jesus. His the scepter, His the throne. Alleluia, His the triumph, His the victory alone. Hark the songs of peaceful Zion, thundered like a mighty flood. Jesus out of every nation has redeemed us by His blood. Alleluia, not as orphans are we left in sorrow now. Alleluia, He is near us, faith believes nor questions how. Though the cloud from sight received Him, when the 40 days were o'er, shall our hearts forget His promise? I am with you evermore. Alleluia, King eternal, you the Lord of lords we own. Alleluia, born of Mary, earth your footstool, heaven your throne. You within the veil have entered, robed in flesh, our great high priest. Here on earth both priest and victim, in the Eucharistic feast.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Melanie, for providing this beautiful song. And welcome to all of you again. I'm glad to see you all again. It's already the third day, huh? But you know what happened on the third day. You know what happened on the third day, yes? We are so used to the routine, to the schedule of the week. Friday, Saturday and Sunday, every week. We have been here now, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Does it mean something? Maybe. The other day I used a phrase which Father Pedro from the Trinitarian at San Carlino in Rome told us during the Jubilee, the 125th anniversary of the death of Mother Clara. He said, "Blessed are you, Mother Clara, because you believed against all hope. Blessed are you, Mother Clara, because you understood that for the sake of the kingdom of heaven and for the sake of your daughters, you lived in utterly poverty and surrendered everything. Blessed are you, because the Lord found you before dawn and sunrise appeared, awake and ready. When I looked yesterday evening at the readings of today, I was so surprised. I thought, there are no incidents and no accidents. I think that was divine providence. Looking at the book of Jeremiah, I couldn't believe it. At the very end, the Lord says to Jeremiah, they will fight against you, but will not overcome you. For I am with you, Yahweh declares, to rescue you. That was the first reading. And for the second reading, I think we don't need any comment. Yeah? Yeah, Margaret said it already. So it couldn't be more fitting. Love is the queen. And then the third reading from the Gospel of Luke. Jesus speaks about that no prophet is ever accepted in his own country. So, and what Jesus experienced, I think many of the missionaries throughout centuries, throughout the world have experienced. And I think Mother Clara participates in that. So, nothing is an accident or an incident, divine providence. We are very grateful for that. So we had the first day, the second day, and the third day. What happened since Friday? We looked at the situation of Mother Clara and at the situation of the sisters of the congregation since Mother Clara left the Mother House, and what the sisters experienced during all the time, during the decades. And also what people had to say from the outside. Negative, but also positive. We heard some words, people really from the outside, they sensed that there was something special, something different. Mother Clara herself, she said in a difficult time, light will come into the darkness. And we experience this by finding all the documents. But going through all of this and meditating more and more, and an archbishop coming from the outside telling us she is a light out of the darkness. We saw this. So that was our first day, and we have some items here exposed which will remind us of this time. And we can remember for the Lord, 1,000 years are like one day. So even 130 years are a short time in the eyes of God. But I think for the congregation it was a rather long time. It was a long Holy Saturday. Now let's look at the Saturday, yesterday. We looked at Mother Clara's life, the different facets, until she was judged, condemned, cast out, and to see that she herself was able to forgive. And I think this is an important message for all of us. But also, I used to say, I have been talking about Mother Clara by now many times, but I always try to underline, we have to see at the situation, at everything which happened objectively, that's for sure, but then not to forget that Mother Clara said, I forgave everybody, yeah? No matter who it was. And I think our mother is really unifying us. Yeah? Everybody is looking at her. It's something special. And I would like to say, I mentioned yesterday part of a homily of Father Donald, which he gave during a general chapter about our founding constitutions. I looked at it yesterday evening again and I thought it might be helpful, it is copied, it's put out there, just to have a look at. Maybe you will find, in reading this, maybe you will find some affirmation about your own life, how you implement this. I think you will find that. I encourage you to read it again. So, and we saw yesterday, finally, there is the recognition of the official church that there was a lot of injustice. And we have here, among all the other items on the ground, there is the letter of the chapter members of the Cathedral of Paderborn saying yes to our request to honor our mother in the Cathedral of Paderborn. And in the book, Die Sonne bleibt oben, the sun remains above, the beginning there is a word of the Archbishop recognizing all of this. And we will see now what happened at the 18th of February 2018. There, not everybody was there, but it was really like a family union. And that brings a thought back. Sister Bernard from France, once she said, "We are a wonderful family." Isn't it a nice statement?
Yes.
We are a wonderful family. So now we are going to look what happened last year. I just want to recall what I said yesterday. Mother Clara wrote in one of her letters, because I still believed that I could find justice before my new bishop. Since out of love I kept silent and endured much pain. I hope firmly that God might clear up everything in this world, but surely at the great day of judgment. Until then, I put myself with confidence into the arms of the divine providence. But the divine providence did not wait until the day of the last judgment. It's wonderful, Yeah. Had foreseen the 18th of February 2018. Mother Clara is honored in the Chapel of the Angels in the Cathedral of Paderborn. Archbishop, and Joseph Becker, and here on this side is Father Klaus. He is the guardian of the Franciscans in Paderborn. Here we have the General Vicar, and here is the parish priest of Salzkotten, Father Beisler. And here on the left, that is Professor Althaus. You will see him later more often. The Archbishop Hans-Josef Becker in his sermon recognizes the great injustice that happens to Mother Clara from the side of the official church. And it became obvious in the research work. And he said, the Sisters of Salzkotten have done so much for the people, for the church. But now the Church of Paderborn has to make up for it. You see here in this first row, there are family members from Mother Clara, from her stepbrother Julius, living near to Hallenberg. And some of you are in the midst of the crowd here, yeah? You will find yourself later. So liturgy goes on. Sister Alice having the reading, and she sang the sponsorium, almost like Sister Glenna this morning, yeah? Very nice. The Birgit, you know her. Angela, and here is Hildegard Schäper, one of our Koinonia members. Juliana is from Romania, and Sister Melanie, you know. Here is Sister Madeleine from France. We really tried to make it an international experience, as far as this is possible, yeah? And then after communion, there was then the procession into the chapter, to the chapel of the angels. And first a song of our Indonesian sisters. They have a beautiful song based on the sentence of Mother Clara, that the sun remains always above. The song is Ya matahari tetap bersina. The sun remains always there. Matahari is the eye of the day. Matahari. So here is now the chapel of the angels. You have here the tomb of Konrad Martin with this big monument. And on the right side you have the memorial for Pauline of Mallinckrodt. And here we have now the place for Mother Clara. And coming into the chapel, you see right away she has the best place she ever could get. On the left side here, you cannot see it, there is also there are some relics of Mother Theresia Bonsel. So you really have now the bishop and the three women who played an important role during that time. But Mother Clara, really, she was a link between one and the other, yeah? But now everybody moves into the Chapel of the Angels. The Archbishop is coming. Now he is speaking the words of blessing. The blessing itself. Here is, here is our Sister Magdalena, yeah? It was really a moving moment. All of this without beatification, huh? We don't want that. For us it was important to have the rehabilitation, to get the recognition of the official church. Now here, you know these people, yeah? But it was a special moment, yeah? And here Sister Magdalena, she is addressing the Archbishop, pronouncing words of thanks. And you see, I am next to her with the book, and I was then allowed to give the book to the Archbishop. But there is no photo about that. But here, he has the book in his hands, and the first word in the book is from himself. Yeah? So you see also the joy in the face of the Archbishop. Yeah? And here, Father Klaus, really the Franciscans are very happy that we are at that point. Everybody around us, you will see it later. Now sisters move into the Chapel of the Angels, and here you see this is the relic of Mother Theresia Bonzel, yeah? So, but you can see Mother Clara here and Pauline on the right side. So Mother Clara is really put into the center, where she belongs. So from Paderborn, everything was well organized. Those who were there remember. There was a bus going from Paderborn back to Salzkotten. And then what happened in Salzkotten? You know, Mother Clara left the mother house saying, I must perish, but the work will go on. But on the 18th of February 2018, she returned to the mother house, because the same items which are put into the Chapel of the Angels, we have now in the entrance of the mother house. And you see here Professor Althaus, who accompanied the whole work and really was so helpful also to get things straightened out. Also in regard to the appointment, it took really a long time to find a good day, because it depended on the Archbishop, it depended on Sister Magdalena. So, but finally they found the 18th of February, and I think that was another special moment. It was the first Sunday of Lent, yeah? So, and the book had come out the 29th of January, so everything was just fitting at that moment. So in here he is saying some words, and he is reading the blessing. You see here Magdalena, and next to is one of the family members from Pfaender, yeah? And here he is saying some words. So this was a special moment, yeah? And now we move into the big room where we had a festive meal, and there you will see that we are really a wonderful family. From all over the world, and people from around, and so on. Here you have Sister Angela, and it's one of the auxiliary bishops. And here is the artist. He comes from Switzerland. You can see the shape of an artist. And here's Professor Althaus. So, and some of the people we are going to see now, just to give you an idea about what was really happening and about the spirit, family spirit. Here is again the family Pfaender. You have the view of the hall, and we are then going to see different people. You know this one, yeah, yeah. Mary Lou, Johanna. You will see them from different sides. And here's Alice. So here are some of the German sisters, Sister Noldis, Reinhild, Timothy from France, Sister Stephanie, and here the American sisters, yeah, Lynn and Alice, Mary Lou was someplace else. Here you see the family Pfaender. It was really a mix. We will see also sisters from Olpe and sisters from Christian Charity. Here we see, as I said, some sisters from Olpe, yeah? And here is Sister Mediatrix. She is the former Superior General. And she gave a homily, or she gave a presentation about her foundress before the beatification. And then she referred also to Mother Clara, and she said, well, what really happened after this, or what really caused the separation, I don't know. Maybe it was the distance, yeah? But now we know more about it. Here are sisters of Christian Charity, one sister from Olpe. Here are some of our German sisters. Here is Stephanie Marquardt. Somebody addressed me this morning in regard to Stephanie Marquardt. Yeah? You met her during Barcelona.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You see, you meet people again and again. Huh? Here's another one from the Koinonia. That is a lady who's doing a lot for us. There's one of the poor Clares. You know that for more than 4 years now, we have poor Clares in our house, yeah? In the convent and some in the nursery department. Here are two sisters from France, Sister Joland and Sister Leona. Here Sister Madeleine. These are again sisters from Olpe. They were really numerous. And here you have Sister Magdalena from Olpe. Yeah, here. These are sisters from Olpe. No, only this one. This one here is our Sister Daniela. That's really something special. She entered the congregation of Franciscan Sisters of Olpe. At a certain moment, he transferred to our congregation. Yeah. So the sisters in Olpe, they never understood that step. Yeah. But I wonder why. Well, I think you find the answers. But you can also see there's a certain kind of feeling of belonging, yeah? So I saw this during different events, when sisters from Salzkotten and from Olpe meet someplace, but she joins the sisters from Olpe, yeah? Of course, she has also friends there. Here you have the poor Clares, Sister Thomann, Sister Agnes Clara, Sister Veronica, Sister Ruth, and this sister, it's a Vincentine sister. Yeah? So we meet them all over, and maybe some of you know, or you might not know, the Josefs Krankenhaus in Salzkotten does not belong to us anymore. It belongs now to the Vincentine sisters. So it means life takes its circle. Yeah? And here are some sisters from Beringhausen, our own. Here Sister Mary Lou and Sister Jeanette from Holland, who was for many, many years in Indonesia. She has set up this rehabilitation center in Pematang Siantar. The Hiltrud. And here is Sister Cecilia, a sister of Sister Hildegarde. And there in the back, this is my sister. I think next to her that it's myself. Here is Sister Auxeline, Mechthild, Holland. This is Sister Renate from Holland, our Sister Angelina. Here you have the whole table with sisters from Christian Charity. You see the great interest, yeah? Really, there was a great interest. And they rejoiced with us. And you read probably the pink paper, yeah? From one of the sisters from Christian Charity. Here are some more of them. This is our Sister Adelheid and the Monsignor from Paderborn, Sister Magdalena. And you know these people, Sister Emanuela and Sister Cornelia, Timothy. You see them from different sides, yeah? But you see it's a real mix, yeah? I think you know these people, yeah? Lynn and Alice, Johanna. And you might know this one also. This is one woman working in administration. And here we have Mr. Kleine. He is also has an important role in the administration. And here's Mr. Fechtler. He is a lawyer now, but he comes every second Sunday as the altar boy. And on the other side, he is assisting our sisters with many legal things today. Yeah? In the back side, there are two mayors, but we are coming to them. Here is Mr. Spring. Maybe somebody ever heard this name. Mr. Spring has been the director of the administration of the economy. Sister Mary Lou, I think you got to know him, yeah? So with his wife, and his wife is also not in a good condition. With Sister Ambrosia, and this is one of our Koinonia members. And you see Melanie, you see them from different sides. Here's my sister. There were also some of my nieces and nephews, but they are not in the picture. This is Sister Juliana from Romania, and Sister Margaret. She was for about more than 10 years in Romania. But in the meantime, she went to heaven. Sister Melania, I think she was also here. Pia and Rapoda. And here are some others. Sister Petra. Petra and Paula are sisters of Sister Clara in Malawi. Yeah? Petra and Paula are twins. They entered, and some years later also Sister Clara. The Mechtilde, Sister Raffaela. So here are some people from the outside. The mayor of Paderborn and the mayor of Salzkotten. Here we have them. So the mayor of Paderborn, before he was the mayor of Salzkotten, and there still remains a very good relationship. And this is the mayor of Salzkotten of today. So there are many, many good relationships also with these people, yeah? You know how important this is also. But also really on the level of friendship. Here's Mr. Spring again. Here are two of our Franciscan brothers. Brother Klaus was at the altar, the cathedral. Here's Father Paulus. We are so lucky. Every day a Franciscan father comes from Paderborn to celebrate Mass with us. And there are about 6 or 7 taking turns. Father Paulus is one of them. That is really a great, great gift. Mary Lou. So it's the moment people are starting to leave. And here is the abbess, Sister Anna Maria, with 2 sisters from Christian Charity. That is the Vincentine sister. She is now the Superior General. Before she was the directress of all the hospitals. Sister Leonard and Sister Jolan from France. The sisters from France, they left early in the morning, it's a small bus, and they left Reichskotten in the afternoon, so they made it in one day. Wow. Yeah. And then they had the idea that later there would be another load of sisters, but this did not happen anymore because sisters are too fragile. And therefore, one day, I planned to go there and to have some time with them during the time of their jubilee. So I shared with them the Magnificat and some of what I shared with you. Yeah. So here you see Sister Daniela, the former Olper sisters, yeah, Olper sisters, and she is now, she belongs now to us, and this is Sister Renate from Holland. So this is the last picture, you know, Sister Hildegarde, and this is one sister from Olpe. So that gave you a little idea about the celebration in Salzkotten. It was really a family gathering and a moment really of big thanks to the Lord. Yeah? This was Mother Clara always said, all we are and what we are doing should be for the honor of God. So that was February 18, 218. So, and we close with that. Hallelujah. Let us rejoice and exult and honor him forever. Hallelujah.
So I asked Sister Carola this question earlier, and she asked me to ask it aloud so you can all hear the answer together. First of all, I sadly reported that the cross that, it's kind of ugly, but that cross that used to be at Mother Clara's grave is no longer there. When we were there in September, now it's like some kind of ugly scaffolding. We don't know if there's something underneath it, if they're going to try to repair it, but the cross is gone. And so my question is, why haven't we ever tried to have some kind of plaque or some kind of something at her actual grave? I know you had the plaque put on the building at Via Sistina where she passed away, but is there a reason why we haven't actually had something at Campo Verano?
Thank you for the question. We have had this question also. In the year 1982, on the occasion of the 100th death anniversary of Mother Clara, I went to the archives of Campo Verano. Yeah? So, and I found a lady, she was quite open, and she was even generous enough to show the register from 1882. So, and there I could see Mother Clara on the 7th of October. She was buried there, coming from the church San Vincenzo Anastasio. So that is all okay. When I asked her, what about the transfer of her remains to this general memorial place? And she said it was a custom when there were tombs, nobody was taken care of. After 10 years, the remains were taken out and put into the general, big cemetery place. So, but to put a plaque there, it was not possible. It was not possible because things are a little bit uncertain. and it would have been very, very difficult to do that. But we can say in '79, Director Dr. Gatz from the Camposanto, he gave us a chance to put a plaque there. Yeah? So we have Mother Clara practically, we have 3 plaques. Yeah? One was put at the Mother House in Salzkotten, I don't know when, must have been around 1912. Then 1979 at the Camposanto, 2009 in the streets of Rome. Yeah? It's a house via Sistina 149. But at the Campo Verano, this was not possible. Yeah? But it is so general, and there are many people are coming. And the cross, I was told that it, you know, that had all these lamps. Yeah? Yeah. There must have been a fire. When I was there in the beginning of June last year, everything was just black. Yeah? What they're going to do with it, I don't know. But thank you for the question, Sister Glenna. Yeah?
I was just wondering, when you were mentioning that all the photographs of Mother Clara and had been destroyed in Salzkotten, I was wondering, how did that picture survive, or why wasn't that destroyed also?
Thanks be to God, it's not destroyed. Maybe somebody was kind enough or prudent enough or took the risk, I would like to say, to hide this. Yeah? So, but this is really a copy of the original photo. What you have in different places, I don't like it so much, because, yeah, at a certain moment, there was an order to paint Mother Clara, yeah? So in the picture you have here, it is practically a photograph of the painting. And in the face I see always somebody else, yeah? But here we have the real photo. If you compare these, then you will see her face, it's very soft, yeah? So look at that. And talk to her, yeah?
Following on B's question, the wooden cross with the vines that stays on the Superior General's desk, did that survive by the same means? Someone took it upon themselves to preserve it?
Yeah, there is a special history. I know why Sister Mary Lou is raising the question, yeah? This also disappeared. One day, Mother Aristide was in office. She discovered someplace in the house, she discovered this cross. She said, this is the cross which was always in the desk of Mother Clara, and the photographs show this cross. And from that time on, it was then put on the table of the respective general diaconess.
It is time for our official thank you. Well, it's written in English to you.
I might understand this, yeah?
I thought maybe because my handwriting isn't so very good, I'll read it because it comes from all of us. So, dear Sister Carla, thank you so much for being here with us in Wheaton and sharing your research and love of Mother Clara Pfaender. Her place in our hearts has deepened, and we will continue to live out her legacy as her daughters and sons. Please accept this small token of thanks. Something little. It is a violet stole made by a woman at our border with Mexico. She too is living a poor life in exile. We chose the color violet because we wish to honor your inspiration, creativity, devotion, and wisdom. We hold you in our hearts in a special way, and we thank you again for the great hidden treasure you have unearthed for us and the entire congregation. We bless you and thank you. Put it on her. Oh, Sylvia said to do this. I am but a humble servant of my province. This is Andrea Nunez from the co-op at Centro Santa Catalina in El Paso, Texas. Hand-woven. And all yours. From us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Melanie, for your words. And thank you for your support, for your interest in Mother Clara, especially for living out what she taught us to live. I felt this always when I was here, and I thank you for your great interest and for your great appreciation for our mother. Thank you.
Now we are not quite finished because we still have the surprise upstairs. And so with that we will say all the rest of the thank yous and all the closure pieces. But if you could be upstairs at 3 o'clock, I will tell you in a moment as soon as I breathe in between my sentences. In the back of chapel where you've seen this big brown piece of cloth on the wall, gather around there, okay? And if whoever is sitting at the table that has the candle from the United States, and whoever has the candle from Germany, and maybe the candle from Rome, if you could bring those upstairs with you, and we'll gather there for a special unveiling and blessing.